And good morning. Welcome to Today at the Races, presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter along with Keith Fustel. A big Sunday to get to for horse racing and football. We'll get to all that, but we had a nice Saturday yesterday. It was our Military Family Appreciation Day. We had a salute to military families. We had the paratroopers jumping out of airplanes. We had a presentation of the colors, the national anthem sung on horseback. So it was a patriotic Military Appreciation Day yesterday here at Laurel Park. We had a nice big crowd. We had some big action on the racetrack as well. Some big payouts. We'll get to those, but how about the two-year-old stakes? You had Trombetta News to me for the boys, and then the Kelly Breen filly, Cofactor by the Factor. That's a nice filly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was able to kind of navigate through a little bit of traffic to Cofactor around the turn. Right. She stayed towards the inside, was able to work out and get a trip there to get the job done. A little slower, considerably slower than the boys.
Sure.
News to me, a little swifter time. Once again, took the inside route to get it done. Reform School at a big price for Crystal Pickett.
Right.
Out there a long, long way, and ended up going from first to third in the last couple jumps, and a little trouble there for the second place finisher. Had to kind of work outside late, but all in all, news to me. Yeah, looking good. Cofactor showing she can handle some trouble, some adversity. Right. I don't know what her limit's going to be moving forward. Does she want to stay sprinting? News to me, I think might be able to stretch out a little bit for Trombetta, but all in all, Benintendi yesterday. There's another one, older 3-year-old for Brittany Russell, Manicat, and the rest of the group. Boy, that one looked good, but don't dismiss Mary's horse from the rail, who also we liked in that race.
Okay.
Got a lot of trouble around the turn after a slow break and came running late. That horse is going to be okay moving forward.
All right, we had some big payouts at the windows yesterday. The early pick 5 paid big. They hit the pick 6 for 5,500. Late pick 5 paid 900. What the early pick 5
paid?
It was
5,200 yesterday.
Nice.
I mean, it's time and time again
you
around
had the big
here.
Price. Who was that big price in the second or third race yesterday?
Oh yeah, we did. Let me see if we got it.
The $39 horse.
Let's see.
I know what it paid because I didn't have it. I mean, you remember the tough beats better than the bad beats.
Oh, we don't remember. Yeah, I'm going to try to get on there. But
great. Well, we'll get back to it. We'll get back to it. All right, let's get right to today. We have the NFL Sunday Ticket today. Big football action. Every game, every Sunday. You can watch all the action in the sports book. Second floor of the grandstand. The Ravens and Houston Texans, the big game of the day. And then we have the $3,000 football pick'em contest. You can bet all the football action right here at Laurel Park today. So that's all up on the second floor sports bar, sportsbook area. Our next big promotion has been one of the most successful, popular promotions for about 30-some years. Thanksgiving Day, we have the big pie giveaway with the purchase of a program. You get either an apple or pumpkin pie to take home for the family. If you get here early, you get free donuts, coffee, cider, and hot chocolate. We'll have a Thanksgiving Day buffet, live racing special, early post time, 11:25 on Thanksgiving Day.
I was looking forward to that. Everybody's up bright and early, lining up for the coffee and the donuts, and we talked about the pie. I've talked to the pie sometimes on the ride home, talking about my bad beats, but it's always a good day, Thanksgiving Day. Looking forward to it here. Coming up quickly.
Yep. All right, that's a week from this Thursday. Let's show you a picture of the main track. It's a crisp, cool fall day today here at Laurel Park. We're going to have a main fast track. The weather's in low 40s, cloudy. And it's going to be chilly at the Ravens game today, but it's going to be warm here in the sports book. If you want to come watch it here at Laurel Park, it's going to be nice and toasty in the sports book. So let's get right to it here. For race 1, we kick off the popular early pick 5. It pays big most of the time. It's a mandatory payout, industry low, 12% takeout, paid huge yesterday. I'm still working on my ticket today. I've been 0 for 2. I was on a little hot streak, but then I've been 0 for 2 the last couple of days. So I'm going to look at all of our picks, and I have $62 cash in my pocket. I'm going to be making a beeline to the sports book for either the early pick 5 or the late pick 5. I got to get through handicapping the card with you and see which one I like better.
$62.
$62.
You got me beat by a mile. I got a nickel and dime. Try to really grind today. Sometimes we do our best work with limited funds.
Yep. All right, here we go. Race 1, we're going 5.5 furlongs, 25,000 starter allowance, 3 and up. Never won 2 lifetime. I go with the 4 on top here, ready to run 5-2. Alex Cintron's been on a roll the last couple weekends. He won again yesterday. He had a 2-win day the day before. Kieran's been on a roll. He's hitting it close to 30% for the meet. This horse has a lot of early speed. You're going to have to finish a little bit better today. Got in front last, stumbled at the start, and then weak weak and late. It's going to have to finish a little better today. I'll give Ready to Run one more shot on top.
Yeah, I think the pressure might come a little bit from the two Southern Savior. I don't know where that race really came from, that bigger number at Charlestown on a sloppy seal track. And Destruction has enough speed to stay close. Baptize the Boy came away a little bit better last time. Dueled, I thought he would hold on better stretching out. He did not. He just kind of packed it in. But they keep protecting Baptize the Boy. So I think you maybe see a stalking trip for him. Once again, pay attention to this racetrack. Inside was still pretty much the place to be yesterday. We did have some horses move outside to get the job done. But all in all, around the turn, you want to be able to save some ground. I think Cool Man Cletus just drafts right into a really good trip here. I know he's just 1 for 17, okay, but the toss the last at Charlestown. The race prior at Laurel on October the 18th was good enough for me. Was able to get by, Ready to Run late. I think this was with a cleaner trip is just going to be able to move to the inside, follow the speeds, and maybe come close steadily to get up late. Baptize the Boy, I believe, is the horse to beat. Ready to Run certainly is quick. Let's see if he can hang on today. But 3-5-5-3 for me to get you started as your keys in the early double.
Yep, we like the same 4 horses there in race 1. You like the early pick 4. That starts race 2. Nice maiden special weight to kick it off. Let's check out your ticket, see how you play it.
A very inexpensive ticket here to get you started. What's it, like $20 maybe? It's not a whole lot.
Okay, sorry about that. Super High 5. We have a little carryover. Super High 5 today starts in race 2. That's a low 15% takeout. And there's a carryover race 2, a little over 2,000. We have it every race, 7 or more horses. So keep your eye on that throughout the day. And then we also start the early pick 4 in race 2. Here's your ticket, Keith.
Yeah, what do we got? 4 first-time starters. That's a $30 ticket, I should say. So, boy, I might have to borrow a couple bucks to get this ticket in for myself. That's why we got friends in the press box. So second race, get you started. I'm going to use one of the first-time starters, the 3, Just Wave and Smile for Dale Capuano, along with the 5, Tapping the Glass. We're going to go Capuano there in race 2. Third race with the 1 and the 3, Cape Lookout. Factor it in the 1 to catch on the drop. Fourth race, 1, 2, and 6. I think I've got Bahama Bay line too high there in race 4. This horse will come down, I believe, off of that 6-1 price. I would take 7-2, I believe. Fifth race, 1, 3, 4, 6, and 11. There's Cuzzy's Western at a big price again. We don't want to miss. We missed the wedding. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen today, but
and that Eubank stepping up.
I think race 5 is a real kind of a head scratcher of a race to try to figure. Stolen Love. He's just not the Stolen Love of old. You know, that's the key.
Sure. All right. So that's a nice open 8,000 going a mile there in race 5 to anchor this early pick 5 and early pick 4. Nice maiden special weight for 2-year-olds. 6 furlongs here in race 2. I like the 5, Tapping the Glass on top. You have the horse second. We have a video spotlight of his debut at Delaware, late August, maiden 40. Went off about 7-1 in this race. Here's the start.
Yeah, and as you say, Stan, he drew the dreaded rail, and you saw that awkward beginning. Watch this. Leans inward, might even brush the back end, might have caught the stall a little bit, off slow, spotting the field some lengths. But this is what we like to see at Delaware. I want to see horses that can make up some ground at Delaware. They circle, shifts out, almost steadied off of heels there, leaving the quarter pole, is going to be able to angle out and close some ground through the final eighth of a mile out of a strong race. Golden Candy with a big number, Band on Tour. Horses that have come back and done some good work. A little bit green there laying in. You see that past the 16th pole, but very willing once it straightens out on its correct lead. Tapping the Glass. We know the percentages here for Gary Cap. We've repeated it time and time again. Second start. That's the way to go for his runners. And Tapiture, the stallion here, he's hitting at a pretty good clip too so far with these 2-year-olds.
All right, so I put the 5 on top. You have the 3 on top. Just Waving a Smile, first-time starter from the Dale Capuano barn. You have a stat here you found on Dale Capuano.
And it's a very small sample, but it's meaningful. Okay, he's last 2 years on the dirt. 2 for 2 with 2-year-old maiden special weight firsters with an ROI. But look at that. What I'm saying is when he takes a shot and thinks a horse is really good enough to step into the waters of a maiden special, it's a Maryland bred. You could have gone for that waiver, right?
Sure.
Could have done the maiden 40 got in. They go here, and just the timing of the race, I guess, did work, but a $55,000 purchase. Secret Circle, a newer stallion. That was a Baffert Grade 1 sprinter. That horse could really rock and roll sprinting. An Officer and Lady, okay. I just like that stat. I think it's meaningful. The works are good leading into that. I'll take a shot with the 3, Just Wave and a Smile.
Yeah, well prepared for the debut. Shows up, no surprise here. Dale's won about 3,500 races. He's very professional with his young horses, and you saw the stat there that you found. And this is what a nice professional full work tab is supposed to look like. It has all the works you need there, a nice solid progression to the 5/8s, and then you have 4 consecutive 5/8 works, nice works from the gate. Jorge Riaz will ride. This horse is going to be popular at the window.
I believe so. And you look at it, I've got a little note. He doesn't reach for a spot Dale Cap with his firsters. When you hit it a clip, 41%, he doesn't run a ton, but a 17-horse sample over the last year and a half, that's awfully strong, okay? Sure. People and trainers just don't do that. They know what they have, and I think he thinks he's got a pretty good gelding right here in Just Waving a Smile.
All right, so the 3 and the 5 are going to be tough. The 4, Toys, a homebred for Dark Hollow Farm by Tapazar. Useful debut against Maiden 40. Had to break from the 1 hole and overcame that and finished a very good third. Got bet down to 5-1 in that big 9-horse field. 66 buyer speed figure. That's just about the same thing tapping the last guy at Delaware. Yeah. So if you like the 5, you kind of have to like the 4, Toy. Vargas shows up once again for Trombetta.
Yeah, absolutely, and could be a little bit closer. Encountered a little bit of trouble in that race. I think this horse is going to be willingly to the wire. So Toy works for me as well. But I'm interested to see what this firster does. I'm going Capuano in here.
Sure, and you have the Roy Peacock horse for Frisian Fire.
Yeah.
Colt Whiskey and You got back in good form last out with the rider change to Fergal Lynch. This horse is going to be well placed early on. It's going to be forwardly placed early on from the inside.
Absolutely. Good. Burners Are on Fire, I thought was going to run better yesterday. He was hung out wide after a slow start, so I'll dismiss this. But this horse has run well. He could be the inside speed.
And then you have 3 other first-time starters, a Jerry O'Dwyer first-timer from the inside, decorated by declaration of war, and then a Susan Cooney first-timer, the 7 Devlin, make the rider Xavier Perez on the 7. And then you have a Super 99 first-timer, the 6 Captain Harley, coming down from Delaware for a small outfit up there at Delaware, Brittany Eckert. So this is an interesting maiden special weight to kick off the early pick 4.
It is. The horse in the rail, O'Dwyer's horse. Lone Sib, only one on the turf, but it's interesting. The work tab looks pretty good. The horse they brought up from Kentucky. And there's Susan Cooney with a local work, right?
Yeah.
Didn't do it at Laurel, but did it at Pimlico in a late rider change. So interesting little race. So let's get to the third.
Here we go. Race 3, we're going 6 furlongs, 25,000 starter allowance, 3 and up. Never won 3 are the conditions here. I use my best bet of the day here in race
Bobby
3.
Leaf.
Here we go, race 3. The 3 Factor it in for John Service. I have on top.
Okay.
Vargas rides this 3-year-old colt by the Factor. Was in front last out and weekend to finish 4th against Allowance Company at Parks. Gets an easier condition today. Has never run here at Laurel Park. John Service having a strong fall meet, and he's 24. He's 30% here at the fall meet, and he's 24% with Vargas. So the speed's been doing well. Spicy Meatball might show some speed from the inside, but the 3 factored in is going to be forwardly placed, and hopefully can finish better today with a little class relief.
Yeah, I didn't see they switched him on me there real quick. So I'm going to use Bobby Leaf. I think he's a user in here. He's got Jammer to really jump up and run some big numbers. Time flies by. Closed into a loose running leader. Brooks Robinson closed up opened up and then just kind of lasted. Time flies by. Sharp rally through the final 3/16 of a mile for that one. Spicy Meatball, the 2. He just hasn't brought the speed on the main track like he's shown on synthetic or turf. Will he bring that today? If not, factoring in is going to be alone on the front end. It's his race to lose. I couldn't hold on kind of a speed favoring track at Parks last time. We saw yesterday inside speed still good. I'll give him one final shot. Service is 32% with 50% droppers on the main track over the last couple of years, Stan. It's a pretty good stat with a positive ROI. Factoring in, I think, can control it. But, man, it's a little desperation move. It looks like he might want to part ways, get a win, and lose this horse for 25.
Sure. All right, so we both have the 3 on top factored in. He'll be the favorite here in race 3, maybe a popular key horse for those early pick 5, early pick 4 plays. Let's turn the page. Race 4 kicks off. The 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. No carryover today. They hit it yesterday for about 5,500. Congratulations if that's you out there that hit the Rainbow Pick 6. Hopefully we gave you a little help along the way. Tim Tulloch, he has a ticket today as we start fresh in the pick pick 6. There's his ticket, $43.20 play. You can check out all of our tickets online, laurelpark.com. Underneath the handicapping section, keep up with all the latest mail and racing news online as well with all the press releases. But he goes with a single here in race 4 to kick it off. A nice maiden special weight. He singles on the 6, Take Charge Matriarch. We have a video spotlight on that filly. She'll be one of the favorites here in race 4. And then he has some good coverage in races 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and then another single in the finale. Race 9 here. He singles on the 5. Samard Shenanigan first off the claim for Ricardo D'Angelo, stepping up in class today. Again, going to be one of the favorites there in race 9. So, all right, let's take a look here at race 4. We also kick off the middle pick 4 in race 4. It's a nice maiden special weight for filly mares 3 and up, going 7 furlongs. Let's see. Let's start with the 6. We have a video spotlight of the 6, Take Charge Matriarch. She's 2-1 morning line. A big effort last out, late October, Halloween Day in the slop. Big second as the favorite this day.
Yeah, she was a video spotlight off of that trouble trip at Keeneland on October the 16th. Connections reached in, grabbed her for 30. Boy, it looked like she was going to have to get it done this day, 4-5. She got the lead, a short lead, just couldn't hold off. Morning Molly's going to get up late, wear that one down. I believe that was the Proctor horse, right? Take Charge Matriarch, though, right back, maybe back to a fast track. Will bump those numbers up in the right direction. She's 2-1. I'll tell you, there's some other options here, some sneaky little options. 7/8 of a mile. I go to the 2, Bahama Babe on top, and like I say, I think I've got this one lined too high at 6. All the races on the turf, all going long. But let's look at point of entry, the stallion. He's 15% with his dirt runners. The blinkers went on last time. So first time blinkers on the dirt for Kelly Breen, I looked. Let's consider those first time blinkers now on the dirt. 5 for 17, over the last couple of years. That's a good move. And this horse is a half to Independence Hall, by the way, when looking. We know what that horse has done for Trombetta, right? 2 for 2, busted over 100 buyer figure last time out when winning a stake. There's some other dirt in the family. I think it's an interesting move with a work over this racetrack. Certainly has the stamina build up. I think a stalking trip is in order. If this horse likes it, I think she can stalk and wear down the speed types and maybe wear down the 6, Take Charge Matriarch.
All right, I use her. Certainly has a good foundation underneath her to cut back to 7 furlongs today. She'll be dead fit. Sharp bullet workout, 35-3 right here at Laurel Park 7 days ago for Kelly Breen. Kelly Breen turf to dirt 28%. So I use the 2. I had the 7 on top, though.
Okay.
Celestial Dreams going turf to dirt here for trainer Jerry O'Dwyer. 3-year-old daughter of Noble Mission, Ashley Castrenze, will ride. Has a good foundation. She'll be dead fit for the 7 furlongs. So I take a shot with a little price play here, 9-2 on Celestial Dream.
Yeah, and the Cal Lynch from the rail, I think you have to use. Ran awfully big as a 2-year-old. A good number, a 60, going a route of ground behind her Royal Highness, a next out winner. The blinkers go on. You're looking at this race, not a lot of true speed. I think this one's going to get position this afternoon and be a player in here off a little bit of a freshening.
The 1 is a nice filly. She's a half-sister to Javert, grade 2.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Grade 2 General George winner.
Yeah.
The Dam's a stakes winner. This is a nice little filly here by Curlin. She ran a big race last December.
Yeah.
A big second with a big number behind the next out winner, then ran into Lacitas, and then they tried long, and then she just needed a break. So now she gets the dreaded 1 hole going 7 furlongs, but you get Correa, blinkers on. Our Curleen, I think, could run big here.
Yeah, we see these horses now. I mean, these 2, they've been into 3. They can make a jump, Stan. So don't be surprised if that one just all of a sudden is 20 points higher than that average buyer figure.
All right, so nice maiden special weight there in race 4. Let's get a quick commercial break. Late pick 5, no carryover. It paid $900 yesterday. We'll check it out right after this.
Whether you're at home or at the track, have a stake in the race when you bet with ExpressBet.
All right, welcome back. Let's check out the late pick 5. By the way, we were talking about how the pick 5s have been paying big. The late pick 5 paid $900 yesterday. Early pick 5 yesterday paid, over $5,000. The big long shot winner yesterday that we were having a hard time remembering was Kingston Pike in race 3 yesterday. Paid $39. First off the claim for Carlos Mancia. Nice ride there by Weston Hamilton for Pepe Stable. So congratulations to the connections of Kingston Pike, the big long shot winner yesterday.
That horse is leaving a 3/8 pole under a hammerlock, saving ground off of a duel. I'm like, look at this. I said, this horse is going to get it done, angled out, and said, see you later at a big number. Yep.
All right, let's take a swing here at the late pick 5. No carryover, but as always, that industry low 12% takeout on the late pick 5 here at Laurel Park. Starts in race 5. We're going a flat mile, claiming $8,000 for 3-year-olds and upward. Let's start with the 4. I have the 4 on top here. Stolen Love. Trevor McCarthy rides this 9-year-old veteran by Not for Love. He's a 14-time winner, 10 wins right here at Laurel Park. He's made over $500,000 now. He ran a good third at Parks 2 starts ago against 8,000 going a mile. That was at Park, 71 buyer. The Maryland Million starter handicap didn't run too well in that race, but that was a tough race. Port Louis was a big long shot winner. Sparty came back to win.
Sparty ran well yesterday. I don't think he was caught against the grain of the racetrack, drifted out a little bit of a fade, but he didn't run too bad.
So I'll take a shot here with the 9-year-old veteran, dropping back down to 8,000 for Jamie Ness. Trevor McCarthy rides. This is his home track here at Laurel Park. So I go with the 9-year-old Stolen Love on top.
Okay, I'll use the 6. Another old veteran here,
the 10-year-old
Gold Man, and man is his best behind him. It certainly may be. He had a major excuse at Penn 2 races back. Last time, no real excuse except caught wide, but
it here.
He does. He likes it at Laurel. We know Kreiser on a drop, man. I guess they're willing to part ways with the guy. Down 16 down to 8. Not a lot of true speed, and I think the flow of this race, if there's ever going to be a race where he's going to be able to rank right now at the stage of the game and where he's at, this is kind of the last-ditch effort. Lynch has ridden him well in the past. I think this horse is going to be around a long way up front. If you're looking for that closer, maybe a sneaky price shot, how about the one Quit Your Moaning? We have a video spotlight, right, of this horse's last race on October the 31st in an open nickel. They've been bouncing around in the ranks here. And this horse kind of gets bobbled, pinched out of the gate, and kind of loses all kind of chance there. Beau Vuk back in the form that afternoon and was able to kind of make a big reversal, I should say, for Karen come rolling to get it done. But Quit Your Moaning is a horse that was progressing in the right direction. He was moving up and up, steadily up. And I think back to a fast track with a clean break. A mile is within his reach against this particular field stand. And I've seen Beltroshi with these rides. He's patient. He can maybe just kind of suck up to the inside of the speeds, angle out, and find a way home. Interesting move back up to the nickel off a poor number. Kind of like that confidence here in the one Quit Your Moaning.
And how about you have Cuzzy's Western in your top 3, a big long shot winner last out against Open Nickel. Now we step up to the Open 8,000 today. He's a 5-time winner at Laurel Park. Annette Eubanks with good stats for her route runners. So I didn't use the 3, but Daniel Eubanks, our man at Fidelity First, he owns. He's the part owner along with his mom, Annette Eubanks, of this 7-year-old who likes it here at Laurel Park.
A little change of tactics last time, and he just made a move like I've never seen him make from the back of the pack like that. Was able to kind of work in between horses, split them late to go clear by a length, 22-1 that afternoon. But, he has paired up some numbers. Now, you look at the stat, winners of their last start, 0 for 19. So the Eubanks, they don't usually – they strike and then they kind of see you later. But this horse has held okay form before when he's run big numbers. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if he kind of stays around and gets a piece of this race. The 11, Courtney Song, probably certainly one of the ones to beat. I want to see him bring that form to Laurel. He's run well at Laurel, but his numbers are just okay at Delaware. I don't know really what he's been going against up there.
How about the 9, Legends Hope, taking a drop down to this level? This horse, when he dropped to the Open 12.5 last July, I know the race came off the turf, but he galloped that day. This will be his second race back after having a little time off. Jorge Riaz will ride. Legends Hope on the drop. The 6-year-old Not for Love for Teddy Mayer could wake up at this level.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, with this race,
Big
you're
field,
guessing a little bit. Bigger field. Nothing, we've talked about a little bit of sketchy form involved with these horses, some back class kind of runners that, maybe have seen their better days. This race is a spread race for me.
All right.
You got to go a couple different ways in there.
All right, big 10-horse field, race 5 to kick off the late pick 5. Let's turn the page. Race 6, one of our big features of the day, a second-level allowance condition, optional claiming $35,000 for 3-year-olds and upward. We're going 5.5 furlongs in this race. We kick off the late pick 4 here in race 6. I go with my price play of the day, the 3, Cinderella El Chrome for trainer Kevin Patterson, who's sitting at 48% on the year. Robert Cole, one of his big owners. Cole having a big year, and this horse, an old classy 5-year-old's made almost $300,000. Now he is 0 for 3 here at Laurel Park. I'm a little concerned about that, but he ran okay in the comeback race mid-October at Penn. Second level allowance condition, was 12-1, got in front, ran a big third, 84 buyer. He had all summer off, so this will be his second race back off the layoff. Patterson 38% second off the layoff. You get Boca Chica, a good 5.5 rider, so I'll take a shot. If it's a speed favoring track at all, you know what Cole's strategy is going to be here,
Sure.
right?
Oh, he pays attention as close as anybody, right? And if he sees a tendency in a track, he's got a runner that day, he's going to try to take advantage of it. Now, granted, most of his runners are speed horses, right? I mean, he wants them to get out there, get out of trouble.
He loves it, and he's one of the best students of the game. I mean, he studies. He's a big owner and a big player in this game.
Yep.
He does his homework. I lost my train of thought. What were you saying? I was going to talk about Cole. Go on.
And the other thing is, here's a situation which he'll attack. He's not scared to drop. He'll put him right there in front of you. This horse, second off of a layoff, this is a horse they claim back. He's not dropped. He's going to hold that level at 35. He's run okay over this racetrack. I like the fact that they're staying with him, and with a ton of speed in this race, it's going to this first eighth of a mile. 3/16 of a mile is going to be hugely important to the outcomes of these horses. And at least he's got a little bit of versatility, I guess, this horse, the 3-horse. Leave it up to Boca Chica, what he wants to do.
And what I was going to say about RC, he likes these sprint races because he likes to bet. And I think the big bettors like RC and KT and Lapidus, they don't want to mess around with these horses coming from dead last. They want speed horses going right to the front. They want 6-5, open up by 3, see you later.
Let me stay out of trouble. That's the first thing. When you've got a horse that sits back 8-10 lengths and you got a bigger field, what are you going to encounter?
Good luck.
You're leaving a lot of things open, and trouble can certainly occur. Cinderella Cream, I'm going to use the horse. I'm going to go back to Bustoff. I don't know why. Interesting. Russell's ridden this horse a couple times at Laurel. The last 2 times at Laurel, he's going to ride the outside horse, the 10 Full Salute. I'll take McCarthy, but Bustoff, what's he going for, 7 in a row? We've got a video of his last race, and it really doesn't matter the distance, 6 furlongs a mile, 5.5 here. I think is just going to be perfect because of the speed. Looks gets floated out into the stretch. This is a 2-5 Navarro runner. Been running some really bang-up races up there in New Jersey. And look at Bustoff. You bounce around, you're going to brush me. I don't care. I'm going to fight you tooth and nail every step of the way. The blinkers went on the go back, and he just runs and runs and runs with them, right? It's a major change, and this horse is determined as they come. Now, this track plays a little bit like yesterday. That outside post, I'm hoping he drops in a little bit and can kind of make a move towards the inside around the turn before he finally just decides what to do about the quarter pole. But Bustoff, can he make it 7 straight? I think he can.
He'll be tough. I use him in the exacta. He'll be right there. Maybe he gets caught a little wide on the far turn. Maybe that gets him beat a nose. That's why I take a shot with the 3 at 5-1. But you'll get a decent price on Bustoff, who's won 7 in a row. It's a big 10-horse field, no scratches in race 6. How about the one Articulator gets the bug? Victor Rosales, first time in the Claudio barn. So you have to pay attention. This 4-year-old's made $160,000.
Sure. I thought he was gone last time. He got an easy lead, slower internals and just backed it up. But first time for Claudio. Look at those other numbers pairing up. 85, 81 buyers. He can run a mid, his best in the 90s. But, he's usually a steady lower to mid-80s. That's going to win it. But, man, this is a good horse race because there's in the jocks race because there's a slew of speed in here.
Yep.
And I think it's going to set up from somebody from just off the pace. And don't think one more great time can't make a move from off of it either for Jerry Robb.
Yeah, he rallied late to win big 2 starts ago coming off the layoff. So nice big feature of the day. No scratches, 10-horse field, some talented sprinters in race 6 to kick off that late pick 4. Nice maiden special weight for you in race 7 for 2-year-old fillies going 6 furlongs. Scratch the 5 coin operated. Still a nice field here. The 2 Princess Adira is your deserving 7-5 morning line favorite. Let's check out her video from November 1st right here at Laurel Park. Maiden special weight, big 10-horse field. She's the 11 this day.
Yeah, Cruise and Dance just was very keen to go this day and was able to open up, control it, and hang on late for dear life. But look at Princess Adira, a very encouraging debut back in early October, given the ample amount of time. Works between horses. Mid-turn is going to shift out about 4 or 5 wide, top of the stretch. Makes a valiant run just to fall short by a neck. Cruise and Dance, I thought was beat here. I really did. But finds a little bit more through the final 16th of a mile. But Princess Adira, she's running awfully hard. Comes back in a little less time here. Will that have a factor? I'm going to maybe the 3, who was out of that same race over the Hillary, can kind of turn the tables at a pretty good price. I'm thinking in that 5 or 6 to 1 range. We know the O'Dwyer's the second time 2-year-old sprinting on the dirt. That percentage is awfully high. The Lasix goes on. Really had a tough little beginning. Broke a little slow, steadied, and made a little move upper stretch and flattened out. I think this horse can improve today and gets a little extra ground.
All right, I use the 3. I take a shot with the first-time starter on the outside that's been working well at Pimlico for trainer Mark Reed. It's a well-bred filly by Awesome again out of a Smart Strike mare. Julio Correa rides. Nice bullet, half-mile work, November 9th. That was 8 days ago, 47-3 from the gate at Pimlico. A couple other bullets on the tab as well. She gets a good outside draw. If she has some early speed, she could just try to go right to the front from the outside. So the break's going to be the key. Yeah. She's been schooling with the gate crew over there at Pimlico, but we have the best gate crew in the country here. Pimlico, Laurel, doesn't matter. So I go with Omni Diva on top.
Yeah, and you go to the 7, the outside horse. This is Cruz here for Wasabi and company.
Yeah,
in for 40, in for the tag and debut. Showed a lot of heart all the way around the racetrack that afternoon. Can she transition that form to the main track? That's the biggest concern. I mean, breeding suggests it should. And maybe, Maldonado's got a couple firsts in here. Kind of bargain basement prices, $8,000, $12,000 purchases. This 4 is the one that has multiple winning siblings, dirt and turf, very versatile all the way through the family. Discreet Cat, just only about 8% with the first-time starters. But, if the 3 doesn't fire, it's anybody's race. I truly hate to say that, but it is anybody's race in race number 7. If the 3 doesn't fire,
2 is going to be the favorite here. I go with the 6 on.
I'm sorry, the 2. Yeah, Princess Adira.
I go with the 6. You go with the 3. We're both trying to beat the heavy favorite here in race 7. Let's turn the page. Race 8 kicks off the late daily double. We're going 6 furlongs here in race 8. Nice 16,000 starter allowance. Optional claiming 25,000. We have a video spot. We both have a 5-2-2-5 on top. Both the 2 Daily News and the 5 Sir Orinoco. They ran together August 9th. Let's show you that video right here at Laurel Park.
Yeah, on this particular day, I think things were a little bit easier. Sir Orinoco was able to get the jump 3 wide. Go clear. It's Daily News also, and this was a race. And was he coming back? So this was second off of layoff for Daily News, the big horse, and just maybe a little bit more of a tactical advantage Sir Orinoco has, and he seems to just bring it most each and every try. The big horse, Daily News, going to fall just short here by a nose when it's all said and done. Sir Orinoco, I don't know. Second off of a layoff stats, not that great for Mike Juralis, but this horse, all he does is run well. Look at his last string of races. He's going to sit just off the speed. I don't think he wants to go to front. Cozy Lover, Storming My Way, showed a little different change of tactics last time, a little bit of versatility. I think is another one to be forward. Maybe today's the day. Daily News, it's been a while since a win. He can finally wear him down. But Sir Orinoco, I think, is going to get the jump on him. We'll see if that opening half mile takes a little starch out of him, because I think it's going to be quite honest and contested.
It's going to be a nice horse race. Sir Orinoco, the 7-year-old for Mark Lapidus and Mike Giralis. They've done a nice job campaigning this horse. Only ran 4 times last year, but won twice and lightly raced this year, having a nice campaign. So I use them on top. The 2 Daily News going to be tough. Been a little while since Daily News has gotten to the winner's circle, but he's in good form. And how about the form Sheldon Russell's in right now? He's our leading rider, right? Russell going for the Jock's titles. I think it's between Russell, Centron, and McCarthy. We'll get an update on the leading riders, but it's a nice. You get Stormin, you get McCarthy on the 3 storming right way for Jamie Ness, who's won 5 in a row.
Yeah.
So what a horse race. Yes, Alex Centron's on the 1 Cozy Lover for Claudio.
Yeah.
Nice starter allowance here in race 8. Let's check out race 9, going a mile in a 16th, claiming 10,000. It's Quinella time in race 9. Thanks, guys. Low 10% takeout on that Quinella. It's like a $2 exacta box, but you say a Quinella instead of the exacta box.
Yep.
And like magic, you get 10% takeout. Last live race, every racing day, it's Quinella time. Here we go, race 9. 2 turns, 2 life, 10,000 filly and mares. I go with the 4 Hard Rock and Blues on top. Jason Smith gave this filly, homebred filly for the Smith family. His parents bred the filly. Jason owns the filly with his mom. She's by Great Notion. Last spring she was running okay. She had a nice win last early April. It was DQ'd that day, but that wasn't her fault. She had a nice maiden score in March and ran a decent 3rd on the turf last May. So I like what he did. He freshened her up. Now she's ready to rock and roll and take advantage of some wintertime racing. So nice move there, Jason. Yeah. Hopefully it pays off today with the 4 Hard Rock and Blues.
I think that's the biggest concern. Off the layoff, can she go ahead at this route of ground, the 2 turns, and get it done? She said she was DQ'd a few races back on the main track and a 16,002 in life and got it done. They're working her, though. You see the work pattern. They've got a 3/4 work in there, 15, pretty good. I think she could be the favorite. I probably have these guys flip-flop the 4 and the 5. Samar Shenanigan going to go first time for D'Angelo. He's doing fine like that. He just needs to break. This horse is going to stalk the speed. I think the speed's going to come from the 2 B's and B's. This horse could go a long way. If that inside stays pretty good, Forrest Boyce may be able to control things up front. But I think Samar Shenanigan will get the stalking trip just off of that one and maybe go on by. But it looks like one of these 3 if you're going to finish it up in your pick 6s and your pick 5s, your pick 4s, and everything else.
Correa's on a long shot here for Clyde to Glide Martin, an Augustin homebred. This didn't run very well last time. Gets a little easier spot today. They ran 1 good race on the dirt.
I can't get by those 3. And then they're kind of tricky to separate. There's not a whole lot separating those top 3 horses.
All right, that's it. We're out of time. Great card of horse racing today. You can bet all the football in the sports book. You can watch the football game in the sports book. Ravens, Texans. Can the Ravens get it done?
This is going to be a good football game.
It is.
I think it's, I've been back and forth, talking upstairs to my man, the Hammer, Jack Armin, about this game. This is the toughest test to date for the Ravens from a defensive standpoint. Sure. Can they kind of slow down Deshaun Watson in that offense of the Texans? It's going to be a good one. But how about from the high school side? And we got the St. Joe sweatshirt on today.
Okay.
Zip up. The Gales get it done. The MIA championship last night down at Spalding beat McDonough. Previously unbeaten. McDonough was 11-0 coming into it. So congrats to the Gales. It's my son's school, the alma mater there.
They
a
won
couple other good guys.
Championship.
They did yesterday. Yes.
Nice. Congratulations.
So that was good.
Beat Gilman.
Beat McDononough. Beat McDonough yesterday.
Right, beat McDonough, but
that was the championship.
That was the championship.
That was the championship last night, 17-10.
Did you guys play Gilman?
They did. They beat Gilman. Gilman was down a little bit this year.
Gilman.
Yeah. So as long as they beat Gilman, you're happy.
No, Gilman's.
I'm sure Comus was happy, right? Larry, Mount St. Joe boy.
Yeah, Larry and Kenny Beck. So
Kenny Beck.
Congratulations
to
Mount St. Joe.
Yeah.
All the football horse racing you can want right here. Dave Robin coming up next with scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.